Go ahead, answer the question.
So this is totally off topic for today's subjects, obviously, but the question was how many people thought they were born gay. I personally do not believe I was born gay. That was not to say that people aren't born gay, because I know for a fact that people are born gay.
Also, he was raped. He was statistic, ain't you?
Yeah. But seriously, like, okay, the whole story with that is like, in a nutshell, my mother had a friend. The friend had a son. Me and the son were playing around. The son was about 6 years older than me.
You wrote off the album.
Huh? Shut up.
The album. You're a statistic.
And he did some shit, and I liked it.
Again. Look, I am not the purpose, I am not the vision, I am not the problem, I am not the prison, I am evolution, not the definition, I am something different, I am my decisions, I am, again, I am, again, I am, again, I am, again. I remember standing amongst the children, I swear I stared in the eyes of men.
But no, it's like I'm still attracted to females. And like when I say I'm still attracted to females, I ain't say, ooh, she got nice titties. Oh, I like her. No, like I want to fuck the shit out of a chick.
Okay.
Like head on.
Okay.
But it's like,
can I before you finish, and I say, I think that I am gay. But I side with him. Like I watch street porn. Like I could see myself doing something like that. And it's it's not like it's not like no weird to think that to feel that.
Yeah, let's put the camera on somebody who's actually going to be truthful. Okay.
Anyway, but it's like I talked to Trey about it, and he tells me he was born gay. And he was like, well, I like looking at girls' tits, but that's about it. The fuck kind of lame shit is that? I want to see the coochie. When I was a kid, before the whole molestation thing happened, I had girlfriends. Like I was like a pimp. Like I had a girl down the street, and I had girls.
Wait a minute, will you consider it molestation if you like consensual?
I consider it molestation
because you didn't know what you were doing.
Because I didn't know what I was doing, but he did.
Well, if that's the case, then I was molested.
But that is the same thing. That is what that is.
Yeah, but y'all fucking told me I wasn't molested because I kept going back. That's bullshit.
I want you to pull out a quote that I said.
Oh!
Don't put it.
Just because you didn't put it on camera, that's bullshit. But honestly, I do believe a child can be born gay but I believe the mannerisms in which they learn is a nature. It's a learned behavior. But I believe the attraction to the same sex, that's internal. I believe that's natural. My gay sexual encounter was not mutual, but it was, also like the curiosity killing the cat type thing. There was curiosity there that I wanted to pursue. And I pursued it multiple times after that, and I was, 16 years old.
Do y'all think that the sexual, the urges, orientation, all of it, do you think that people picking a side, gay, straight, bi, whatever, is, how am I wording this, is not natural? Like, if say if you didn't learn,
I don't think
if you didn't learn, I
believe you're born with what's the word again? You can go either way.
Like,
you think you're born sexually optimistic?
Yeah, because
I think that it's not saying that somebody made you gay. I think that if it weren't for social factors, nobody would be anything. You would just do what you're doing.
That's not fair. No, I don't think that's true.
I think that's true, and I'm gonna tell you why I think that's true.
You can't talk because you have not had sex with a girl. But let's talk to someone who has actually had sex with a girl. That shit.
Because I want to touch on that. Here, okay. Regardless of whether I had sex with a girl or not, the question is this: let's say you're young, 4, you got a best friend that's a male. You see, you got two best friends.
You
male
can't
and
even
female.
speak from a
Shut
straight
the
man's
fuck up and let me talk.
You can't even speak from a straight man's perspective. I really honestly believe that really like cancels you out.
You will get your turn, Savior.
No, it's not.
You had all that time. Hang on now.
All right.
Now,
So
I'm
mind you, if I was
trying-
straight, I'm like, all right. So when the last time you touched the pussy?
You know what?
When the last time you had
know
pussy
what?
on your lips?
You know what?
You ain't had no pussy
I'm
on
at
your
the
lips.
point
You
you're
got
trying
to
to
blur
make.
this podcast. Okay. But what I'm trying to say is this, right? You ever see, like, you ever been, when you were a kid, well, let me just do an example. You're young, you're like 5 or 6 or whatever, you got two friends, male best friend and female best friend. Let's say you and the male best friend are wrestling. Now, you don't know shit about sex, but y'all playing around, y'all could be wrestling or something, and you pop a boner.
What 5-year-old
But-
pops?
Trust me,
It happens.
today's time, it happens.
It
But
happens.
they don't know what the fuck they're about.
Exactly.
That's the
but what
yeah.
happens if it's just there, and you know, it's just like, oh well, I got aroused off of that.
But you don't even know what he got
But
aroused
that's
off
the
of.
issue, though.
That's the issue,
No,
like,
you
it
sitting there. No, you sitting there. That happens. If it's just a bunch of kids, you gonna say, "Hey, what's that?" I don't know.
Right.
Weird.
You don't-
That's the end.
you don't-
No,
you
it
don't
takes
have-
somebody else to come along and tell you, "Oh, who was you wrestling with? Him? Yo, that's gay.
That's gay. You don't do that.
Don't
That's
do
wrong.
that. No."
Right.
Then
But
you,
you know-
get in your head.
It's like
that's
the whole
true.
thing. It's all
Yeah,
like,
I believe
I'll
it.
show you mine if you show me yours.
Yeah.
How many kids said that coming up?
Well,
Not
how about
even
this?
realizing it.
All right. How about those people who like getting turned on but like being slapped around? Now, mind you, that's not something that just come on. Like you don't one day wake up and say, "Hey, I like being slapped around." They have a history of fucking abuse somewhere where one.
That's not always true either.
No, not all instances. I'm just saying, just in general. Like let's just say hypothetically that the reason why they like getting slapped around because as a kid it was a negative thing, but as an adult they want to turn it into a positive thing. So that, you know, to simmer.
It's like a chick getting abused and saying, I want to marry, my daddy beat my ass, so now I want my husband to turn on my ass.
But that's the same thing they say about the same thing they say about homosexuals. The reason why you are gay is because you didn't have a father figure. Your father beat your ass, and your mama was a drunk. And your mama was a drunk.
I had both my parents.
I'm just saying, I'm saying I'm saying that's common. That's the common stereotype. You're gay because you didn't have a father figure in your life. You're gay because your mama was a drunk. You're gay because your father beat your ass. I mean, these are the stereotypes they say are the reason why, you know, this person is gay, that person's gay, or the reason, lesbians. The reason why this girl is a tomboy because she never had a mother to teach her how to be a woman.
No. And that's why I like lesbians. Because one, lesbians don't even go through all this bullshit. If a lesbian want to start dating a dude, guess what she gonna do? Start dating a fucking dude.
Because it's socially acceptable for two lesbians to get it on.
No.
By a bunch of perverted motherfucking heterosexual men.
But people not seeing it that way. Now if you think about it, technically it's just saying what I just said. They just, sex is fun. That's it.
You pull up any straight dude and you ask them, do they like two lesbians? Yeah. Ask them why. I don't know. But it's
that's socially acceptable though.
Yeah. Because we were told.
Because they were told that.
Yeah.
We were told this was hot.
I agree. We were told
hot.
the two lesbians were hot. I even think two lesbians are hot. I
always use the pizza example, right? Not everybody likes the same toppings on the same pizza, right? If you was born, like say you came out the womb and all your parents kept telling you was sausage is the way to go. You can't eat a pizza with nothing else on it. So say somebody sneaks you a piece of pepperoni on there. Ooh, this is good. If nobody had said anything to you about sausage being good, pepperoni being bad, and you had it on your own, you could easily choose, oh, I like pepperoni.
So how do you get S&M and how do you like implement S&M into that?
Well, I think some people who are the ones who have not been abused athletes get turned on by that.
But you like S&M?
I like when people pull my hair a little.
And sometimes
that's a little forceful.
Cause see, okay,
but how? Hey, are you physically deprived or emotionally deprived from expressing yourself?
Not really. Self-depriving? What do you mean?
Because if you're the type of person who holds themselves back and does not express themselves outwardly, and say like somebody like me who's boastful most of the time, but then really, I'm boastful, but I got internal shit going on that I don't share. But then again, in sex, or I want that shit to be rough because I'm trying to let out shit that I'm keeping in. So then,
some people.
So then your whole grabbing of the hair thing is more mental than physical because you have repressed stuff in the end of your whole
Because people tell him that it's creepy to want your hair pulled.
First off, I never said I wanted it. If it happens, I'm not going to debate it. I'm not going to debate it if it occurs, but I don't ever ask for it.
That's like I'll tell you something right now. That's like I like furry porn, right?
Wait, you like furry porn?
Yeah.
He like twink porn.
But ain't nobody like come at me dressed as like Pikachu or whatever and was like, "Hey James" or nothing like that. You know, it just But that's the same way. You know, I didn't have to have an experience to be like, oh, I like that.
Bachelor party ever.
Call all Tinkerbell and her fairy men.
I'm like, okay, I'll say the rest of that for off camera. But.
Alright, I'm gonna share something really personal. Oh, it's gonna bite me in my head later. But
I just put my shit out for the whole world.
I like the safety of laying on my man's chest. However, I realize that stems from the fact that I've never had a really close relationship with father figures in my life. So me laying my head on another man, that's safety, but I know that stems from past childhood problems. But any other motherfucker who was not a Virgo would not sit here and think about shit like that. They would just think, hey, I like laying on my man, something that's sexy. No, I know this stuff stems from, stems from something mental. So I believe that things that we do as far as sex is concerned, it's all mental. I believe it's 60% mental and 40% emotional.
It's only that way because you are taught that some stuff are bad and some stuff is good.
Hey, listen,
and this is
no
weird.
one taught
and this
me
is not
that I
good.
was gonna like dick. I just got on all fours and said fuck me. So
But you can't say that as you was growing up, nobody told you that
No,
not
in that manner. No, I was saying it in a joking manner, but no, what I'm saying is basically I've always known I always knew I was gonna be a bottom. I don't know if I'm pretty sure I shared that on camera. I always knew I was gonna be a bottom.
But I'm saying it. So nobody came to you when you grew up and was telling you that it's okay for a guy to get fucked in his ass.
No, not at all. It was no.
Because I'm pretty sure that I've had I've had quite a few conversations with either family or people in school or whatever
about gay sex. Hell
about no, just in general about it's wrong. Gay sex being gay is wrong. That's why every time if somebody says somebody's gay is the joke that everybody goes to. Oh, that's gay. Oh, you a fag for that. As deprived as I've been as far as nurturing is concerned, because I don't feel like I've ever was nurtured. And that's why you always planning events and shit. Right, but then I am the nurturer. I overly nurture people. Yes, you do. But then
want them to have what you didn't have.
Okay, I never thought about it that way. Yeah, I never thought about it that way. But okay, I say there's no reason why I'm overly nurturing. But as far as sex is concerned, I'm submissive when it comes to sex. Mainly because as far as sex, I have the most least knowledge about sex compared to a lot of people. But you are submissive also.
I think you're on everybody's level.
No, I'm not. There's still some things that you can say to me that will blow my fucking mind. I'm like, oh no, I'm not doing that.
The only person whose level they get out on, because none of us are one, is
who's awfully quiet during the conversation.
but regardless, it's just he knows a little bit more about all kind of weird shit, like shrimping. I know you know that is, don't you?
What? I don't want to know.
And he knows it's a kid.
Okay. That's it. That's all I got.
I don't want to know either.
Yeah,
that whole
run shrimp.
like being pissed on and having a golden shower. Absolutely not. And then if I was to sit there and find somebody who said, oh, they like being pissed on, and I find out, oh, as a kid, you was a pissy pants when you were little, girl, you don't just don't understand how this gonna beat the shit out you. Like, bitch, you like sleeping in urine. Grow the fuck up. Like, I'm just saying.
Some people have like you said, you submissive in bed. It's because you like to give up control to somebody, and you want to feel vulnerable. You want that.
Here's the thing. Why would I want to be vulnerable to somebody?
Because you enjoy it.
But in general, other life situations, I like to take control and be.
Because sex is an emotional thing.
Control.
Yes.
Sex is an emotional thing.
You want to let go and lose control.
In sex only.
Yes.
In sex only.
Sex is emotional. Yes. It's a different connection. Like, you can sit down here and you can want to control your partner all day long, but when the bed comes along, it's like, oh, I have an emotional connection because I love this person, and this is what I want to do for this person. Regardless of how you act out, you can walk in the door right now and cuss everybody in this room out and tell everybody what they going to do. But let somebody say, "Oh, well, come on now, bend your ass over." Oh, there you go, like, you know. Be like, you know.
No, I'm more of a like, it's like have your way with me type of thing, not submissive.
So you want somebody to throw you across the room?
No, I'm not that extreme, but somewhere down that.
But would you like that?
Would you like it if your partner was just like
if
we had an argument and then it led to sex? Yes, there's a difference. You gotta.
So you like being submissive, but you don't like the rough part of sex. You don't want him to be mad, you stand against the wall and just rape you.
Oh no, I like that. That's wonderful. But no, I was no, because I'm a person of passion, so I like passionate shit. And so in sex, I feel like that you should be as passionate as possible.
And you didn't grow up having somebody slam you against the wall and rape you for you to like that. You just like it.
Yeah, I never.
And that goes back to the original.
I've never had. No, why would I want somebody growing up to slam me up against the wall?
But that goes back to the original question.
No, I think.
No, it goes to the original question.
It's because of this what you just said.
It doesn't.
It does.
I'm trying to like. No, because I'm trying to think mentally. Why would I like somebody to throw me up against the wall and rape me? Like,
why would something you like?
Why? There's always a reason for everything. It's everything you do.
I don't think there's a reason.
There's a reason for everything.
It's natural. It's how you feel.
It's natural for me to like to get thrown up against the wall and rape.
It's how your brain works. Everybody does not like the same thing.
So how about spanking?
I don't care much for spanking.
I kill him.
I don't care much for spanking.
Jerry, do you like to get spanked?
Or spank somebody else?
Or you like to spank at somebody else?
No, it seems kind of goofy.
It is kind of goofy, and I would laugh the whole time.
But if you were a child who, when you grew up, all you got was nothing but ass whoopings.
One badass child.
My father would beat my ass. my mother would call my father on your lunch break. This nigga done set a fire in the attic. Come home and beat his ass. And I don't see the purpose.
And if that one ass whooping, now you just want to run the paddles against spank.
Yeah, it seems like a joke when people be like, "Hey, spank me." It sounds like a joke.
When they be dead serious, like the whips and chains and all that, that's a real thing. They got little hammocks where you can sit there and swing from the.
I mean, people like
all
that stuff.
With the hammock thing?
I don't want to be doing it while in these situations, but the whole little swing thing, that sounds fun. So I'd like to have a little swing in the bedroom. I don't want you to fuck me on it, but that would be enjoyable.
Terrence. Opportune time for you to open up.
And this is when he go in the back and get another fucking box.
Honestly,
I'm gonna let Terrence. I'm gonna let Terrence back the video up.
Terrence his balls, right?
I'm gonna let Terrence back the video up because we have 22 minutes. Okay, go ahead.
Honestly, I'm like really.
And that's how we're gonna leave it.